Today I'm going to show you an amazing way to make a box for most paper crafting paper sizes without needing to measure. You won't need to measure. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, it's amazing. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. I am so glad that you are here, and thank you so much for choosing to spend a portion of your day with me. I really appreciate it. Today is going to be a very quick tutorial using something that I'll bet 99% of you have on your desk right now. I'm talking about our crafting papers from 4x4s to 12x12s and everything in between. I am going to show you a one-size-fits-all technique for taking those papers and making a box in a hurry. So I am going to flip to my overhead camera because y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, I have really zoomed in so that you can see this process. But before I show you the process, I want to show you the box sizes that I made using a 12x12. Now, when finished, these actually will measure 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 by 6 inches tall. So you can see we have a very decent sized box that you can make using the 12x12 papers. But this process, like I said, works for other size papers as well. Your 8.5 by 11s, your 8x8s, your 6x6s, your 5x5s, your 4x4s. This one was actually made using a 6x6 piece, and it measures 1 3/8 by 1 3/8 by 3 1/4. So you can see we have a nice size little box here. I like these boxes because our lids open. We can fill them with all types of goodies, perfumes, candles, whatever you might want to put in it. This is a great little Hershey Kisses box, so you can probably get maybe 6 or 7 kisses in this box. What a nice little stocking stuffer, or other little tinies that you can put in here. But I made this one because I want you guys to see that depending on the paper size you choose to start with, then you're going to get a different size box. So here is that super easy technique. So I'm going to go ahead and use a 12x12. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 12x12 and I need to create an adhesive flap. So I am just going to take a portion of this and fold it over. And I'm folding it over so that this point here lines up with the top. And that's very important because that keeps you straight. So then I'm going to take this piece here and fold down because I want to make sure that this end meets the end as well. Once you have the two ends meeting, then you can go ahead and crease. And I'm just going to use my big old spatula right there. So now that we have the adhesive flap established, let's pick it up. And now we're going to fold from end to end. And again, you want to make sure that this corner on this piece is meeting this corner on this piece. And the same is true here. This corner here meets this corner here. When you have those two corners meeting, you can go ahead and crease in the middle because everything is going to be almost near perfect. And notice, I said almost because nothing is going to be perfect, and I don't claim to make anything that's perfect, but we do try to get it as close as we possibly can. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end. Here is where we fold it. We're going to take this piece and just bring it to the fold line and match it. And again, you want to make sure that you're at the fold line, but this is not hanging over the end and this is not hanging over the top. That would mean that it's crooked. But when everything is straight like this, we are off to a very good box. So now we have this side that we folded in, which gives us this part of the box and this part of the box. Now I'm just going to turn this around because we're going to take this piece and do the same thing. So we're going to take it, scooch it over to the middle, making sure that I am at the middle fold. And when I know that this piece matches here and this piece aligns here, I can crease. So now we have 4 sides to our box. So what I'm going to do now is we need to make the bottom of the box. So I am going to take this piece, and when I fold up, again, I'm going to be matching it this way, and then I'll match it this way. And when the 2 ends match here, I can just go in the middle and crease out in both directions. So the way that I decided how much to fold up is I looked at how wide these were, and then for the bottom, I folded up slightly smaller than how wide these were. So hopefully that makes sense. You see how wide this panel is? Well, when folded up, this in this direction is not as wide as this. So that is how I chose to do it. Now I'm going to do something different on this end, because now we need to create the lid. And my goal with creating that fold over lid is to fold over more than this is wide. So I'm going to take this, and you can see that I have definitely folded over, and I'm going to make sure that lines up and that lines up, and then I'll crease. So when you look at this, you can see that the bottom is smaller. I folded over more at the top because I need more at the top so that I can do the fold in piece. So that's very critical. If you want to fold in the top of your box, you need to make sure that when you're folding over, that this piece, when folded over, is wider than the spacing that exists for each one of your panels. Now, y'all, I hope this is making sense because I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. So now we need to remove corner pieces because we need to get the adhesive flap. So all I'm going to do is go up to that score mark that I created with my folds, and I am going to remove that one corner piece. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll cut straight across, and then I'll cut straight down like this. And now I'm going to go all the way across where I have all of my scores, and I'm going to go to the score mark and cut straight down. So let's go up, and we're going to do the same thing all the way across. Finding all of my score marks, I'll go up to where they intersect with the score mark that's running this way, and we'll cut straight down. Same thing here, cut straight down. So now what I'm going to do is, this will be the back fold over flap of the box because this is the adhesive flap. So I'm going to go ahead and take this piece, tuck it under, this piece, tuck it under, because now I want to deal with these pieces. So I am just reducing these in size. Then I'm going to do some angle cuts. And everything should look like this right now. So now I'm going to turn it over, and this piece right here, I am just going to angle slightly. I'm not going to reduce it in size because now I'm going to take some tape. We are going to add some tape to this piece and I'm just going to fold it in. That gives us a nice finished lip to the box when we get ready to close it. All right, so if you're crafting along with me, the practice piece that you're using should look like this. Anytime that you're trying something you've never tried before, go ahead and pull out a practice piece of paper instead of using your beautiful papers. Pull out a paper that you're not too fond of, and then we use that for practice. So now that we have it like this, we're going to go along the bottom, and everywhere that we have a score, we are going to angle on both sides of that score to remove a little triangle piece. So we go up to the score mark that is running this way and the score mark that's running this way, and we simply angle. So now we can put the box together. I normally put my boxes together using glue, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to put the box together using tape. So here and here, we're going to take our tape and we're just going to add tape to the bottom flap. So this one and this one. So we have that tape on the inside. Then I'm going to flip it over. We put our tape on the inside here and here. I am just going to add a little bit of tape to the outside of this one. Then I'm going to add my tape to the adhesive flap, and we're going to put the box together. So all we need to do is take our box. We're going to join it so that the score mark that's running this way aligns with the score mark that's running this way. And you just want to make sure that it's nice and even, going all the way down to the bottom. So now I can take this, and you can see that we have a flat fold box. Now if you want to make this style box and you want to make it in advance, go ahead and make it like this, and then when you're ready to put it together, you'll just need to add the adhesive at that point. So now we're going to stand it up, and you can see how the box looks. Here are the side panels, so we're going to take the side panels that correspond at the bottom, fold those over, fold over. So here is the front of the box. So I want that nice seamless look going around to the bottom. So I'm going to take that flap that's in the back, fold it over, fold that over, and y'all, now I have a box, but I need to figure out how to do the tuck in, because you can see I have this piece hanging over. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and you can see how I have it here. I am just going to fold it like this to get a little bit of a crease. Then I can take it, fold it over like that on the crease that I made, matching it end here to end here, making sure everything's nice and even. And then I can crease, and now I should be able to take this, tuck it in, and have a box with a lid that opens like this and closes. This is why I say it's a one-size-fits-all process, because the paper size really doesn't matter, because as long as you have enough paper to be able to get an adhesive flap and then do the folds that we did, you can make a box using a variety of paper sizes. You can even make a box using a piece of poster board following this technique. So your most common paper crafting paper sizes are going to work with this wonderful one-size-fits-all technique that we just did together. So I'm going to open these, and you can see that they're all fairly close in size because I'm not measuring. I won't always end up with the exact same size, but we don't have to. I'm sure that this technique is going to be one that you're going to add to your box making toolkit, because you don't have to pull out the scoreboard at all to make a box using most sizes of the paper that you have in your paper collection right now. So I hope that you have enjoyed this super easy, one size fits most technique. If you have, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel all day, every day, this is what we do. Not only do we make some of the most beautiful projects on YouTube, we also learn some of the most innovative techniques to make those projects. So if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I upload a new video. As always, my friends, y'all, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.